Let me start the day by saying Jai Hind. Good morning to one and all present here. Today, we all are here to celebrate India's 72nd Republic Day. This day is celebrated to give recognition to the longest constitution of the largest democracy in the world. This occasion marks the patriotic spirit within us and encourages us to be loyal and respectful towards our nation. Now, before we proceed with today's function, I would like to introduce you all with today's chief guest, who we all know as the head of the physical education, Mr. K.V. Muralidharan. He has served in the Indian Air Force for 20 years, joined in 1981 and discharged in 2001 as Junior Warrant Officer. He represented Air Force in athletics for 5 years, from 1986 to 1990, was the Air Force record holder in 400-meter hurdles, stood first in Karnataka State in 400 meters and 110-meter hurdles, represented Karnataka State in the Nationals. He has been qualified from the National Institute of Sports in athletics coaching as topper in the year 1995. Has trained national and international athletes as services athletics team coach, and has also received commendation from the Air Chief for the contribution made towards sports. We will now commence the ceremony with the hoisting of the national flag by the chief guest, Mr. K.V. Muralidharan. Everyone is requested to stand in attention, which will then be followed by the national anthem. Everyone is requested to remain standing as Ms. Adhishri Puvi Kumar from grade 6 will lead us with a prayer.
O dear Good Shepherd, make our school a home away from our home. Make us always feel that we all belong to a family and that the teachers are like our parents. We believe that we speak to them when we listen to them. Give more wisdom to all concerned with us, so that they may guide us always on the right path. Make us know your presence and power by rewarding and punishing us. Let us not become proud when we are rewarded, and let us not become humiliated when you punish us for our mistakes. Give us enough strength to forget and forgive as you forgive us our sins. We thank you for the showers of blessings on this school, for its growth and progress into a big and a good school. Give us everything to make our lives in this school a happy one. This we ask for your love's sake. Amen.
Thank you, Adhishri. Next, I would like to call upon the Indian Music Choir, who will be performing a patriotic song, Chodo Kal Ki Baatein.
कल की बात पुरानी, नए दौर में लिखे मेरे मिलकर नई कहानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी। Hindustani. आज पुरानी जंजीरों को तोड़ चुके हैं, प्यारे के इस मंजिल को जो छोड़ चुके हैं। चांद के घर पे जा पहुंचा है आज जमाना, नए जगत से हम भी नाता जोड़ चुके हैं। नया खून है, नई उमंग है, अब है नई जवानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी। आओ मेहनत को अपना ही माल बनाए, अपने हाथों को अपना भगवान बनाए। राम की इस धरती को, गौतम की भूमि को, सपनों से भी प्यारा हिंदुस्तान बनाए। नया खून है, नई उमंग है, अब है नई जवानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी।
Past is past, future is yet to come. So let's discover the power of now. I would like to thank the choir for spreading the valuable message with a heart-wrenching melody. Next, I would like to call upon Miss Laisha from grade 9 to present us a speech.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel once said that manpower without unity is not a strength, unless it is harmonized and united properly. Only then it becomes a spiritual power. I'd like to extend my warm greetings to Elzama Ma'am, co-founder and senior vice president, Good Shepherd International School, Mr. Jacob Thomas, president, Good Shepherd International School, and Mrs. Sheila Alexander, the principal, Good Shepherd International School, and all present here. Years ago, on this day, our constitution came into action. This day holds a special significance in the history of the Indian Republic. The people of India have been celebrating the Purna Swaraj on the same day since 1930. We are all aware that India got its independence on August 15, 1947. But the nation did not have a constitution of its own. It was instead governed by the laws implemented by the British. After many meetings, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar made a draft of the Indian Constitution, which was adopted and came into action on 26 January 1950. The word republic signifies power which is supreme. A resident living in a republic appreciates the right to choose their political pioneer to lead the nation. In this way, in the Republic of India, each resident enjoys equal rights independent of the state he or she belongs to. The standard Republic Day celebrations are held at the capital New Delhi at the Rajpath in the presence of the President of India, with the gathering of a large number of people to enjoy the festivity and enthusiasm of the day. A parade is held and people from across the country participate and various awards are given away. The President hoists the national flag and addresses the country with a Republic Day speech, encouraging everyone to work for the progress and betterment of the nation. On this special day, patriotic songs echo everywhere and every child flutters a tiny national flag to mark the occasion. Our country has taught us a lot of things which we should praise and love. We should honor and respect the martyrs and the legends who devoted their lives to the nation. This day gives a message of solidarity, equality, and harmony. We should remember what the country has given to us. Our nation is a diverse nation with unity amongst the people. This nation has blessed us with countless gifts which we should acknowledge and express our gratitude and by making this country proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Laisha. Now, I would like to call upon the girls who will be presenting in front of us a patriotic dance, which is choreographed by our very own Miss Rama Madhu.
लोगों देखो देखो छा गया है आकाश पर अब तिरंगा, भरे भरे मन गर्व से है लहरा गया जब तिरंगा। लोगों देखो देखो छा गया है आकाश पर अब तिरंगा। ऐ वतन वतन ऐ माँ जननी, तूने दिया है जीवन, तूने दिए आराम। जननी तेरा प्यार है मन में, होठों पे तेरा नाम। जननी अब तो एक ही धुन है, आए तेरे काम। जाग जाग हिंदुस्तां है और जाग जाग हिम्मत है, रास्ते हैं और कारवां है और मंजिलों की चाहत है। जाग जाग हिंदुस्तां है और जाग जाग हिम्मत है, रास्ते हैं और कारवां है और मंजिलों की चाहत है। जागा हिंदुस्तां, जागा हिंदुस्तां।
ऐ वतन मेरे वतन, ऐ वतन आबाद रहे तो।
ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू,
ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू।
मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू,
मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू।
ऐ वतन मेरे वतन,
ऐ वतन मेरे वतन।
तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से,
तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से।
पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू।
पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू।
ऐ वतन मेरे वतन,
ऐ वतन मेरे वतन।
तुझ पे कोई गम की आँच आने नहीं दूँ।
तुझ पे कोई गम की आँच आने नहीं दूँ।
कुर्बान मेरी जान तुझ पे शाद रहे तू।
कुर्बान मेरी जान तुझ पे शाद रहे तू। ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू। मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू। ऐ वतन मेरे वतन।
Dance is the hidden language of the soul, and the energy I witnessed here proved it right away. Next, I would like to call upon Master Krishna from grade 8 to address us with a speech.
A glorious morning to all present here. I am Atre Krishna Parla, a Form 2C. I'm an American citizen, and you may be wondering why I'm studying in India when I have some of the best schools waiting for me here in the US. Well, let me ask you, did you all know Takshashila, known as one of the earliest universities in the world, is the pride of undivided India? What other place for me to study other than the treasure trove of education, India itself? But to be honest, that wasn't the reason that my parents sent me to study. My parents sent me to study in this country only because of its rich culture. Initially, I wasn't too keen about it, and added to that apprehension, I had been to India only once in my life. But when I came, I loved it. The bucket baths, celebrations, food, everything. Our culture is so immensely diverse and accommodative, and I am proud of it. Sometimes my family and friends ask me if I prefer USA or India more. What is my reply? Obviously, I like India. The fact that diversity does not stop with culture alone, but is a part of the languages, the belief systems, the religions, and every single thing one could think of. And the people, with every one of those differences, love each other, and live together in harmony. I just feel so welcome here. It's just how my motherland is, you know. Indians are very accepting, especially if they are different. Our culture of Atiti Devo Bhava, treating guests as God, shows the richness and humility in our hearts. We learn not to draw assumptions about others based on petty differences and accept all as equals. The struggle of India for independence has been quite a long one. She has gone through centuries of plundering, slavery, and tyranny at the hand of external aggressors. But now, still she shines like a beauty in all her true glory. They may say that India is a young country, but she is a country whose roots go all the way back to a few thousand millennia. My motherland, known for her sons and daughters who selflessly fought to her well-earned freedom with the undying patriotic fervor that lives on in every true Indian, even today, achieved that well-earned freedom and eventually its status as a republic on this day, January 26th, in the year 1950. Since then, our country has declared this day as a national holiday to remember the historic independence from the last of our invaders. And rightly so. For all we need that one day to take pride of our original, true, immortal legacy. Patriotism has been in the blood of every Indian since time. I could quote texts written as early as 1st millennium BCE. The shloka from one of the well-known Purnas says, Krutva tatvar mahat punyam swargam gachati punyavan swargam agachati naro vihaya manavim tanum. This translates to, the person who is born on the sacred land is one who has done great selfless deeds. And he has this blessing to experience heaven without even too much penance. Yet another says, Prapsima dhanayakalu te manushya ye bharatena indriya viprahinaha. This translates to, those are fortunate who are born with no physical or mental ailments. They are even more so if they are born on this land, Bhartavarsha. I could speak so much more in praise and greatness of what our country has achieved until now, to express the beauty of our India from every ancient modern text. But I believe this Republic Day is a day not only to reminisce the past or remember the past, but is also our cue to move forward and onward to a better, successful and healthy future. Though I'm from the Americas, I will always work hard to make our country a beacon of hope, not only for every Indian, but for every citizen of the world. I will fondly cherish and embrace my roots that originate in my motherland, India. On that note, I would wish for my India an abundant gratitude with a clean and green, prosperous future. I hope every single one of you, my peers, become responsible citizens and work forward to making a better tomorrow. Not just for me, for you and our motherland. Let us walk hand in hand and surge forward to make a better tomorrow. For you, for me and our motherland again. Have a great Republic Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Krishna. Now, we have another melodic performance by Miss Saisha Ghosh from grade 8, who will be performing a patriotic song, Ae Watan.
वतन
everyone here is enthused with the patriotic spirit. Thank you, Saisha, for the inspiring performance. Moving on, I would like to call upon Master Pranav Trihorn from grade 12 to address us with a speech.
Good morning, respected Chief Guest, Mr. Murli Dharan, President of Good Shepherd International School, Mr. Jacob Thomas, Senior Vice President, Mrs. Elzima Thomas, Principal of Good Shepherd International School, Mrs. Sheila Alexander, the faculty at Good Shepherd International School, and students. Today, we mark the 72nd Republic Day of India, a day marking the birth of the Indian Constitution after the end of the British rule. India did obtain independence from the British rule on the 15th of August 1947. However, it took time until the 26th of January 1950 for the Indian Constitution to come into effect. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the person in charge of forming the laws in the Indian Constitution. He was also a social reformer and leader dedicating his life to eradicate social inequality. Republic Day in India is a festival of joy shared between people belonging to every religion, caste and creed. The entire country is decorated in tricolors to convey the idea that India is a nation where unity is diversity. On this auspicious day, flag hoisting ceremonies, parades by armed forces and school students, and speeches are held in different parts of the country in order to commemorate this day and the efforts of those responsible for forming the Indian Constitution. Awards and medals of bravery are given to the armed forces and worthy civilians. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar once said, "We are Indians, firstly and lastly." Let us take this Republic Day as an excuse to start a change towards uniting India and living together as one. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranav. Next, I would like to call upon Miss Mangalam from grade 11 for the welcome note.
Good morning, respected co-founder and senior vice president Ms. Elzima Thomas, President Mr. Jacob Thomas, Principal Ms. Sheila Alexander, teachers and students. A warm welcome to all. Today on the occasion of India's 72nd Republic Day, I am honored to welcome our chief guest, our very own head of physical education, Mr. K.V. Muralidharan. Mr. Murli is not just an accomplished athlete but has also served in the Indian Air Force for 20 years. He joined in 1981 and discharged in 2001 as Junior Warrant Officer. He represented the Air Force in athletics for 5 years from 1986 to 1990. His list of achievements are endless. He was the Air Force record holder in 400-meter hurdles, stood first in Karnataka state in 400-meter and 110-meter hurdles, and even represented Karnataka state in the nationals. Mr. Murli qualified from National Institute of Sports and Athletics coaching as topper in the year 1995. He then trained national and international athletes as services athletics team coach and received commendation from Air Chief for the contributions made towards sports. Sir joined the Good Shepherd family in the year 2004 and has been with us since. Sir is a great teacher and coach and has taught us all so much in not just physical education but many other things as well. We could not be any happier to have you as our chief guest, sir. Welcome, sir, and very happy Republic Day to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mangalam. Now, the wait for the auspicious time is over. I would like to call upon our chief guest for the day, Mr. K.V. Muralidharan, to address the gathering.
Let every teacher teach the student how to love this nation. Let every parent instill in his or her sons and daughters the beauty of our nation. Wish you all a magnificent Republic Day. It's a proud moment indeed to have got the opportunity to share my thoughts on a special day when the country is celebrating its 72nd Republic Day. 26 January 1950 is embedded in the history of India, as that was the day our Constitution was adopted. It's an occasion to remember Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chief architect of the Indian Constitution, the brave freedom fighters, the fearless soldiers and the daring civilians who laid down their lives for our nation. The sacrifices made by all of these people to free India from colonial rule or the British imperialism is incredible. They struggled and sacrificed their lives so that their future generations could live in peace and happiness and lead the country ahead. Having served in the Indian Air Force for 2 decades, I would fail in my duty if I do not remember the sacrifices of our soldiers and paramilitary forces guarding our motherland so that we sleep peacefully. Having said that, let me clarify that I am not trying to recommend that all of you should become Bhagat Singh, Sarojini Naidu or Rani Chennappa or join the armed forces. I am trying to emphasize that even simple acts of ours towards nation building could make a big difference. Our Constitution has given us both rights and responsibilities. We often clamor for our rights and become totally oblivious of our responsibilities. We tend to shift the responsibilities either on other individuals or on the government. To quote a few examples, an untidy area on the street is the government's fault, while individuals proceed blatantly to litter the surroundings. Where is the common man's civic sense? We preach safety but jump the traffic signal. We want India to be globally known, but almost none of us is willing to contribute to make that happen. It's an endless list. Patriotism need not be fighting at the borders or sacrificing our lives. It could be as simple as being responsible and doing our personal best in whatever we take up. Patriotism is as simple as not allowing our national flag to touch the floor on any account. But ironically, after a national occasion like this, we can see on the street a number of flags on the ground amidst the dust, and the onlookers just leave the flag lying there. Can we not build a nation worthy of people's pride? Most students of today aspire to fly abroad to study. It is hardly remembered that the only university in the world once was a part of the Indian subcontinent, the Takshashila University, home to some of the greatest scholars known in the history of the world. At some point of time, everyone wanted to acquire education in India. Can we not bring her back that glory? Well, that is just one example. Think of any field, and one can find innumerable incidents of excellence buried deep in the history of our India. I urge each one of you to make a conscious effort and contribute in any way possible to rebuild our nation. Make your own resolutions today. Let's not litter. Let us follow the rules. Let us respect the aged and give them the gift of time and happiness. Let's lead our country and hence the world towards a better tomorrow. Let's be proud. Let's be determined. I would like to borrow the lines from a poem penned by Robert Frost, also to remember our late visionary principal, Dr. P.C. Thomas, who also used to recite the same lines while speaking at our assemblies to motivate us. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. We all have a lot to do to pay our nation back for the protection she gives us so selflessly. Let's remember that no nation is perfect, It needs to be made perfect by the true patriots who speak with pride in their eyes and humility in their hearts. Let us take her legacy forward and spread it to the world. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. The above lines were supposedly written by Sri Ram Prasad Bismil, a great freedom fighter. It loosely translates to the desire to make a sacrifice is in our hearts. Let us see what strength there is in the arms of our executioner. Meri Pehchan, Mera India. Let our India be our identity. Rejoice in the glory of India and its freedom fighters. On that note, I wish you all a happy Republic Day. Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind.
We would like to thank you, sir, as you took the festivity of the event to a greater level by your zealous speech to us. Finally, I would like to call upon Master Daivik from grade 11 for the expression of gratitude.
Good morning, respected Chief Guest, Mr. K.V. Muralidharan, President, Mr. Jacob Thomas, Senior Vice President, Mrs. Alsma Thomas, Principal, Ms. Sheila Alexander, teachers and students. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Chief Guest, Mr. K.V. Muralidharan, for gracing the occasion with his presence, his inspiring words, and for his continuous motivation as a coach as well. We are grateful for your words, sir. I would also like to thank Dominic, sir, for his unstinted support and for organizing this occasion. I owe special gratitude to the IT department for making it possible, no matter how far, to be a part of the program and to ensure that the occasion becomes a memorable success. Last but not the least, I thank you, my friends, for your cooperation in making the 72nd Republic Day celebrations a resounding success. Before I leave, I'd like to say, freedom in the mind, strength in the words, pureness in our blood, pride in our souls, and zeal in our hearts. I quote, "We are Indians firstly and lastly." I am quote, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Daivik. Now, I would request everyone to please rise for the school anthem.
We sing your praise with grateful hearts, to your school our joy and pride. In virtue's race we forward dart, into trust triumphal ways. Come shepherd, yes, let's sing and glee, our alma mater true. And while we chase our rainbow dreams, our thoughts come back to you. Our brightest light is you.
celebrate the freedom to express and live our lives with pride. Let us salute our Mother India. Warm Republic Day wishes to you. May the Indian tricolor always fly high. Be proud to be an Indian. Happy Republic Day and Jai Hind.